All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, I would like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another In Transit being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Yashamai coming back at you with another video. And this one is going to be about how the food prices are skyrocketing. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I just came back from the store, right? I bought only 9 items, okay? I bought 9 food items, okay? Keep that in mind. I bought 9 food items and they equaled up to $44.73. I kid you not. I bought 9 food items and they equaled up to, all of it together equaled up to $44.73. So you can't make this shit up, man. Now in 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, it says what? Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which the Lord have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made. So Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, they're visiting the world, okay? They're visiting the world. And a part of how they're visiting the world is by devaluating the dollar. Even as I speak, the dollar is being devaluated, okay? The dollar is being devaluated with all this spending on funding the Ukraine war. You know, you got countries like Ghana, Brazil, countries like China that's talking about, you know, dumping the dollar. Russia talking about, you know, dropping the dollar and basically trading with gold or their currency. And with these countries dropping the dollar, we know what that's leading to. The USD no longer being the world's #1 leading reserve currency. So what happens if the United States dollar is no longer the world's reserve currency? Well, that will lead, if the United States dollar is no longer the world's reserve leading currency, right? That means that whatever debt you owe will basically automatically reset into a default. And we all know what happens when somebody default on a debt. You know, you can't pay it off. You can no longer buy a house. You can no longer own a house. You can no longer buy a car, own a car. You know, and not only will you have to pay off your debt, your intuitions, your car notes, and all the other shit, but now the dollars in your pocket will be worth mere pennies. Mere pennies. Yeah, the dollar in your pocket will be worth mere pennies. You know what that means? That means that in order to make up for one whole dollar, you would need $100. So those are the times that we're heading into. You know, we're literally heading into a time where this dollar by the second is losing its value and food prices are steadily going up. The cost of living is going up. Everything in this society is going up, okay? Now, I've said this before several times. You know, excuse me a moment. Got to put on my gloves because I'm currently riding my bike and it's cold as fuck out here. But, you know, for a small amount of food, right? A small amount of food. And I'm talking about food for a refrigerator. For a small refrigerator. A small amount of A small amount of food to fill up a small refrigerator literally costs over $100. Now, when I first moved down here, which would be what, in the year 2014? Because when I first moved down here to Niagara Falls, New York, right? You know, basically, you know, we had a big refrigerator. We had a real big refrigerator, right? And I used to buy $100 or a little over $100 worth of groceries, right? And you know, basically, I used to have several bags. I used to have several bags of groceries, and they were all full. So food was definitely cheap when I first moved down here, okay? You know, a pack of beef sausages around that time was only like $5.99, which will be $6. Now, if I go to try to buy those same pack of beef sausages, right, the total would literally equal up to over $11.99. So that should tell you where food prices are heading. You know, this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is deadly serious. You know, this is deadly serious, man. So food prices are going up everywhere. Not only that, but you still got more and more videos rising up on YouTube of people reporting of empty shelves in grocery stores. And let me remind you that it was, I believe, last month, or it could have been in late October. They spoke about how basically the cost to finance these ships that deliver food, grains, and commodities to other countries is becoming too much. So we know what happens if a country cannot afford to, you know, finance a delivery ship from one country to another. Them ships are going to come to a standstill, and that's going to lead to a even further famine. So now you must know this, that before a famine occurs, food prices go up first. Food prices go up first in these different stores, and then comes the famine. And you want to know why I say that? Because when there's a shortage of food, then they start to raise the price on food, because they might be short on that particular type of food, okay? It's well known that in department stores, grocery stores, even corner stores, when you know you're about to run low on a particular product that people like, you'll start to raise the price on it to preserve it so it stays on the shelves longer. Because when you raise the prices, not everybody can't afford that kind of price. So they're raising the price on these foods because they're starting to run out on the particular foods that they are selling on the shelves, okay? We cannot forget about the fact that China literally killed over 1 million chickens under the pretense of there being a bird flu, okay? Here in America, they killed off over hundreds of thousands of chickens were killed under the pretense of there being a bird flu. You see how they're running with this narrative? This narrative of there, you know, being a bird flu, so go ahead and kill off all the chickens. No, it's purposely being done by design, because the so-called elites, they want to issue in a famine, but they need some kind of justification for killing off millions of chickens, and that justification is this false narrative of there being a bird flu. Ain't no such thing as a bird flu. But you see, it starts to become true when the masses of the people start to believe it to be so. But we know the truth. Ain't no such thing as no bird flu. Okay? Bird flu is just some lie that they came up with to justify killing off our food supply, killing off the chicken. So yeah, brothers, I just wanted to do a video on that real quick. With that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.